YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Monday Night Raw Review with your boy Rob Cam. Welcome back to the Rob Cam Show. You feel me? Yes, sir. We back with another Raw review for a week. This is for February 3rd, 2025. Get straight into it. All right, boom. So starting off the show, we had Jay Uso kick us off in Cleveland. By the way, shout out to the Cleveland crowd. You guys did your thing tonight. Cleveland, like I said, you guys were on fire for Jay Uso as we kicked off the show. You deserve a chance ringed out from the Cleveland crowd. Jay overwhelmed with emotion as he tried to address the crowd. Yo, that was a beautiful that him not being able to speak just shows you like when you're passionate about something and you finally get where you want to be and you put in the work for it. There's no word, like you can't put it in the words how you feel, because it's like, yo, I did it and I feel so like grateful. So I totally get why, like he literally tried to fight back so much tears, and I shout out to Jay Uso, bro, because you really do deserve it. Jay talks about his start into the wrestling world 15 years ago with his brother, and talks about not knowing about being a single star. Didn't know if he had it, but he says he has it now. Jay again full of emotion thanks everyone that's been rocking with him and helping him get this far. The ring general, you feel me? Gunther, or Gunther, however you want to say it, interrupts Jay Uso, tells Jay he would offer him his congratulations, but for what? He's disappointed. Jay tells Jay he's not on his level again. Tells him that he's in control even when he looks like he's not. Tells Jay beating him is not going to add to his legacy. He said beating a CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, John Cena would preferably add to his legacy. Tell Jay if he picks him, he's going to make his life a living hell all the way to WrestleMania. He told Jay to choose wisely. Jay Uso tells Gunther he's tired of the doubt. He's tired of being called a tag team wrestler. He tells Gunther he's going to SmackDown to talk to Cody. Jay states he's going into WrestleMania as a Royal Rumble winner, but he's walking out a world champion. And the segment comes to a close with Jay Uso leaving Gunther in the ring. So he never announced who he's gonna choose, but we all know it's gonna be Gunther either way. Yeah, like I said, super proud of Jay Uso. I saw Jay Uso and Jimmy Uso come into the tag team world on their debut episode when they used to have face paint and all that stuff. So to see where he is now is just what's the word I'm looking for? It's just defined of his hard work and just the work he put in, the time he put in to develop his craft, and also most importantly, believing in yourself. That's the number one thing. That goes for me. That goes for you guys. Please believe in yourself. Believe that whatever you want to do in this world or in this lifetime, that you can do it. Just have belief in yourself. Keep God first. I'm gonna tell you that myself. And honestly, he's also a real life example. There's many examples you can use of people that shows you that hard work and just patience and dedication will get you what you want. And of course, keeping God close. But yeah, like I said, congratulations to Jay Uso on winning the Royal Rumble. You definitely deserve it. I obviously know he's gonna pick Gunther because the WWE title scene is kind of it's pretty crowded right now. I think we got Roman, we got CM Punk in there, we got John Cena in there, we got possibly Seth Rollins in there. So that title scene is kind of like crowded, and it's kind of obvious that they're gonna run back him and Gunther again. So I guess we're gonna play this out for probably till next Monday or possibly Friday if he gives us an answer on Friday. So we could possibly see this one get played out till next Monday or even longer, but it shouldn't really play out till next Monday. Moving on, first match of the night, we had Penta versus Luke with Kaiser. Yo, I missed Samantha earlier. I'm not gonna lie to you. This match came about due to Penta eliminating Kaiser in 6 seconds in the Royal Rumble. Strong start to the match by Kaiser, but Penta takes control. Kaiser catches Penta with a kick to the ribs as Penta was in the corner doing I think he was gonna do a hand. I don't know what the move is called, but he was on the rope, like upside down on the ropes, but it looked like he was gonna deliver a drop kick to Kaiser or something. I don't know, or he was showboating, which led to Kaiser kicking him in the rings. Penta was starting to build momentum. After Penta was building momentum, back and forth from both men, Kaiser hits Penta with a Death Valley driver on the apron as we head to a commercial break. Back from break, I forgot who had control here. I believe Kaiser. Oh, back from break, Penta tries to take control, but it's stopped in his track by Kaiser. Kaiser with a beat down kicks Penta, asking for more. Oh, kicks Penta like basically doing the Daniel Bryan kicks. Penta is on the ground asking for more, and he delivers the Zero beer joint that he does. He's like, I eat that. I want more. Let me stop. But he's basically building up momentum for his comeback. Kicks energize Penta, which leads to Penta building momentum. His signature dive outside to the ring, and then enters back into the ring for a crossbody for 2 counts. Back and forth between both men with exchange of blows. Kaiser hits Penta with a rolling senton for a 2 count. Penta hits Kaiser with his signature move, the sacrifice, and delivers a Penta driver for the win. Penta is on a good little streak right now. Was that his third win so far in the WWE? So I think right now, until his brother comes in, they're gonna push him to probably towards the mid card intercontinental title scene, which is not bad for him. Right now Penta is one of he's a fan favorite right now. They all know his Zero. I don't know what this part is. Mano, or I don't know how to say it. My bad. But yeah, we rocking with Penta, man. Can't wait for Rey Fenix to finally be released and just we get another tag team to add to either Raw or SmackDown. Please put them on Raw, because yeah, I got no tag teams over there. But yeah, once his brother gets out his AEW deal, hopefully we see them both on Raw as a tag team. 1 sec. After the match, where is it? Penta had an in-ring interview with Jackie Redmond, which was interrupted by Pete Dunne, aka Butch, which allowed Kaiser to attack Penta from behind. Kaiser stands tall with the help of a Dunne distraction. And that's how that one ended. Commentary was given us an update on JD McDonough after the injury he suffered during his World Tag Team title match last week. Shout out to JD McDonough because he had a few cracked ribs and a punctured lung, I believe. And to power on throughout the match after suffering that, y'all sit here and say wrestling is fake, but some of the stuff they do what they do. For me, some of it is real to extent, man. They are putting their bodies on the line at the end of the day. That's why they tell you don't do this at home. So it's a JD McDonough injury update followed by a Judgment Day backstage segment. Finn is mad at Dom for taking his spot in the tag team match and for JD getting hurt in the process. Liv calms down. Finn tells Finn Dom had to take his spot and told him that and mentioned that Dom got him an elimination chamber qualifying match, and and then that the rest of Judgment Day will start listening to him, which calmed down film Finn Balor, and Carlito comes in the frame and goes, "What you get me?" He said, "Dom, and then this is Dom to Carlito. I got you this apple," which was pretty funny. So we're getting, I don't know where we're going with Judgment Day. We're obviously getting to a point where it's going to be Dom's Judgment Day, at some point in time. By the way, no, I'm not gonna mention that right now. We're gonna mention it when the time's right. But yeah, that segment came to a close. Next, Royal Rumble winner on the women's side, Charlotte Flair addressed the crowd. Charlotte is in the ring after a commercial break. Crowd booing Charlotte as she talks about last year, which sucked for her due to her injury, and her personal things that were on the internet. Wishing the best for those two that, if you didn't hear, they got her and Andrade just got a divorce, so that's also probably playing a mental part. And I wish the best for both of them, honestly, to find happiness. Crowd booing Charlotte. Charlotte talks about last year being sucked. Charlotte talked about how last year sucked for her. Talked about her comeback and her struggles physically and mentally that broke her. Talks about her fighting to make it back in the ring. Tells the crowd it doesn't matter if they're booing or wooing. She's the greatest wrestler in the industry. Charlotte is interrupted by the women's world heavyweight champion, Rhea Ripley. Shout out to Rhea. Charlotte tells Rhea she was trying to have a moment with the Cleveland crowd, but Rhea says this is her show. So yeah, both women talk about the history of back and forth. Both women talk about their previous matches, I should say, and their history. 2 WrestleManias. They talk about the first one when Rhea basically called herself a kid and she really didn't know where she was. Like, she's still finding her character. And then they talked about the second one where Rhea finally overcame Charlotte Flair and beat her. Rhea talks about respecting Charlotte. Charlotte talks about going to NXT and SmackDown, which when she said NXT didn't make no sense because Julia was in a Royal Rumble. So why would you go to NXT to go talk to Julia if she was in the Royal Rumble her goddamn self? That logically don't even make sense to me. That just kind of made no. What she said, I'm like, bro, what? Like, the whole women's champion of NXT was in the Royal Rumble, and you talking about going to see her? That title don't mean that title is not on the same level as the other two. Then if that's the case, if she was in the Royal Rumble, like, that made no sense. Charlotte talks about going to NXT and SmackDown to see if the other woman inspires her, calling Rhea a child for jumping the gun. Rhea tells Charlotte that calling her a child means she doesn't respect her. Rhea begged Charlotte to pick her so she could be some respect to her. And this segment comes to a close with Rhea leaving the ring and Charlotte standing there, probably still getting booed by the crowd. The crowd did not like Charlotte. I'm gonna keep it a stack. They were booing. Like she said, they were wooing, but I heard mostly boos. Just cause I don't know what's everybody like. I get it. I get why everybody has a gripe with Charlotte because she's given every opportunity, but is she the first person to ever like be on that level? Like, we had multiple, bro. We seen Triple H and his Reign of Terror. We seen John Cena on his Super Cena shit. We seen multiple people get opportunities for the title, and that's how they get to double digits in fucking championship win in championship numbers like that. I don't understand why it's such hate when we seen this many of times, and I get it. People hated John Cena for that. People hated Triple H for that. Whoever before them two, I'm saying probably Hulk Hogan. People hate the shit out of Hulk Hogan right now, but we're not gonna talk about that. Who else I can think of? Maybe Ric Flair at a point, because he got technically 22 world titles amongst every promotion he's been in. Like, there's gonna be people that come into the industry that the company is gonna favor, no matter how much we as fans want to see this person win, which is great now because the prime example of that is literally Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble. And for you guys, first of all, I'm gonna say about that one, I don't understand how you guys are upset that he won when the point of the Royal Rumble is also to create and build stars, and that's what we're doing. So for you guys for some people to be mad that Jey Uso won, it's kind of like, why are you mad? You guys complain, the IWC is never happy. You guys complain when the person or whatever, when you guys say that WWE does not create new stars, when they literally just elevated somebody to the main event scene to be a star because he's white hot. Whether you love him or hate him, Jey Uso is on fire right now, and we all know that. So to not build upon his momentum and say, yo, go back for the IC title, nah, my man is hot. Let's capitalize. Let's give him an opportunity to be world champion. Like, we seen it. We seen the yes movement. We seen CM Punk get over. Like, we need more of that, creating more stars, more people in the main event scene. That's the point of the King of the Ring, the Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank. Like, those three things are opportunities to create stars. Probably something else, but the Elimination Chamber, shit. You have multiple ways to create stars. To not take advantage of it is just kind of ridiculous, and to be mad at WWE for putting Jey Uso over, I don't get what you guys are doing. And the way they did it too, with him and Cena being the last ones, like, come on guys, like, there's nothing to be mad at. John Cena literally just gave Jey Uso his stamp of approval. Like, it's not like when Roman and Rock did it, that one was bad. Like, it was forced. This wasn't forced. The crowd, everybody loves Jey Uso. This is not forced. It's well deserved, and you guys need to stop complaining in the IWC about him winning. Whoever is complaining, because I know I'm not. I'm happy for him. Just another definition of hard work pays off. But anyway, next backstage segment, we had Sami Zayn interviewing with Jackie Redmond. Jackie talks to Sami about his match with CM Punk and an update on Kevin Owens. Sami says he has to cut his interview short because he saw Jey Uso. Jey Uso immediately apologized to Sami for kicking him out the Royal Rumble, but Sami congratulates Jey on his win. Karrion Kross approaches Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn talks about how everyone is living in Sami's dreams, and when is Sami going to wake up and start caring about himself? Sami states that Kross is becoming a problem and an annoyance. Kross states that he can become a problem for Sami. Kross walks away from Sami and the segment ends. Before the second match with New Day at LWO, we had a backstage segment between we went to commercial break, I believe, after the Sami and Karrion Kross thing. We covered and we did the intro for the second match, New Day versus LWO. By the way, New Day got a new theme song finally and new updated attire, which was needed because I got tired of seeing them dudes coming out in street clothes basically and having no theme song. It was kind of weird. A lot of people mixed reaction about New Day's new theme. It's not worse than Finn Balor's. That shit is trash. I'll tell you myself. I don't like Finn Balor's theme. I don't even like his gear that he has now. Like, I want him to go back to being the old Finn Balor, but add a little bit of like nuances, like from the Prince and stuff like that. I don't know. I guess he's just more comfortable in the stuff he's wearing now, but I miss the Finn Balor of NXT, the second NXT run especially, and just the Prince of Finn Balor. Need to go back to that. But before our second match, segment between Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Io tells Rhea she's going to win the Elimination Chamber and she's coming for the World Heavyweight Championship. Io walks away. Io is attacked by Liv Morgan, who she has a match with later in the night. Rhea comes to back up to help Io from being attacked, but is also attacked by Raquel Rodriguez. As that little backstage back and forth ends, we go to our second match between New Day and LWO. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee, to be more specific, or Pacific. No, specific. Yeah. Anyway, New Day comes out to a new theme song and new ring gear. Dragon Lee's returning from action after the birth of his child. Both teams go back and forth during the match, but was interrupted by Logan Paul, which allowed New Day to take control before the break. Back from the break, New Day is in control. Logan Paul is sitting ringside because I believe he has an elimination qualifying match against Rey Mysterio. If I'm not mistaken, if they said that on commentary. New Day has full control at this point of the match, hitting double team moves and isolating Dragon Lee to one side of the ring from Rey Mysterio. New Day's, of course, cutting the ring in half. Lee hits Woods with a sit-down powerbomb and gets the hot tag to Rey Mysterio. Rey builds momentum for his team, takes control of the match. Senton onto Kofi on the outside. Rey gets into Logan Paul's face and pushes him. Lee hits a dive onto Woods. The ref is distracted. Logan Paul gets involved and pulls Rey out the ring and throws him back in for Kofi to hit the Trouble in Paradise for the 1, 2, 3, and New Day gets the win. Finally, New Day's on and back in the win column, which is needed for this little hero run they're on. I don't know where we're going with the New Day. I forgot New Day's on Raw. So there is more than one tag team. And you know what it is? It's because I don't know what we're doing with New Day. I literally forgot that they're a tag team for 5 seconds. All right, so Raw technically has War Raiders, New Day, Three Brothers, Austin, and Theory. So they got 4 tag teams. And if you want to say the LWO, they got 5. So that tag team division shouldn't be so, well, it shouldn't feel like it's so diluted or lackluster because they have 5 tag teams at least. But like I said, New Day been in such a loss that you forget. I forgot there was a freaking tag team, or like I really forgot about them for a second. Anyway, so we got a little highlight package of the Royal Rumbles. The highlight between the little brawl outside between Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns. It was said that Roman Reigns is out indefinitely due to Seth Rollins' attack. I don't know what that means for Roman Reigns going to WrestleMania season. I don't know if this is storyline, which I feel like it is. And I don't know what those three are doing at WrestleMania at this current moment. Backstage moment with CM Punk, interviewed by Kathy Kelly. Punk talks about not winning the Royal Rumble, talks about his match, which he tells Sami Zayn's fans he's sorry in advance. CM Punk says he's going to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. And that little backstage interview comes to a close. Third match of the night, another qualifying match for the Women's Elimination Chamber on the women's side. Io Sky versus Liv Morgan. Of course, we talked about it. Liv Morgan was attacked backstage before the match by Liv Morgan. Io is favoring her left shoulder in this one. Starting off on the outside with Io throwing Liv face first to the apron, to the barricade, and back into the ring to take control for a brief moment. Liv takes advantage of the injury to Io Sky to take control of the match for a moment. Io uses her agility and high flying offense to take control of the match once again. Io takes Liv out with a suicide dive before the commercial break. Back from break with Liv in control, Liv's attempts and connects with the Three Amigos. Io hits Liv with a big knee to create separation. Both women are down. Io building a rally, creating momentum, which with her signature offense, springboard dropkick, and a roll through stomp for a 2 count. Io continues to take control, tries to go for the over the moonsault, but Raquel gets involved. Fight breaks out on the outside. I don't know what this. Sometimes when you use the voice shit, it doesn't. Fight breaks out on the outside, I believe, between well, I think, yeah, I can't remember. I know what happens. Io was getting distracted by Raquel, and I think it got to a point where, of course, Rhea Ripley came out to take out Raquel Rodriguez. But I think Liv, not I think, well, this is the first one. Liv tries to go for a sunset flip out, power bomb to the outside. Io blocks and hits Liv with a moonsault to the outside. Back into the ring, Io tries to fly again, but gets caught with a cold breaker from Liv. Io hits a Hurricanrana, hits the bullet trade, and tries to go for over the moonsault again. Raquel once again gets involved. This is the part I was talking about, which leads to Rhea Ripley coming out to help Io after being attacked by Raquel backstage. Fight breaks out between Rhea and Raquel and Liv. Liv tries to grab Rhea, which causes Rhea to punch Liv, which causes the ref to call for a disqualification on Io Sky due to Rhea hitting Liv in the face. So Liv gets the win. Obviously not clean due to interference from Rhea Ripley, which is accidental. And then Io is upset in the ring. Rhea's trying to apologize. I said Io. Yeah. Io is pissed off, as she should, and is probably cursing her out in Japanese, and just storms off from Rhea Ripley. Rhea looks very sad. So here's the thing, and this is why I love Triple H right now. He's making it so unpredictable right now. It's not even funny, because we have two choices right now. We won't know officially what Charlotte probably thinks. Again, I don't know why she's going to NXT. That don't make sense. But probably when we get to SmackDown, which I know I've been slacking on the SmackDown reviews. It's going to have to be like that until I can figure out a proper way to watch SmackDown in its entirety. Because YouTube highlights is they ass, because they just cut mad stuff out. So when I get back, when I fix whatever personally that I have to fix, I'll try to get a subscription to watch that, because nobody has cable no more. Keep it a buck with you. And these, when I tell you guys the subscriptions for stuff are going high, I either had to lower some of mine with the ads or cancel some, because it's getting crazy out here with those. So for now, the SmackDown reviews, I'll try my best to get them out if I can, or if I'm happy, somewhere where I can watch it, or whoever has cable. But yeah, so that is what's going on with that, if anybody was wondering. What I was talking about. So yeah, I would say the unpredictability with Triple H right now is incredible, because we don't know if he's gonna do Io versus Rhea, which we all kind of want to see. Either way, I feel like Io is gonna get a world heavyweight title opportunity, and I feel like, of course, it's gonna be at WrestleMania, because think of it like this: if he lets Charlotte and Rhea run it back again, who is Tiffany Stratton gonna face? Like, who is she gonna face? Like Io Sky? It doesn't make sense, because Io is a Raw competitor. So, and I'm pretty sure Charlotte is technically on SmackDown. And I feel like what's bets for both sides, if we do get Charlotte versus Tiffany and Rhea versus Io, I feel like that. But it's too many. It's too unpredictable, because then you're gonna have two babyface women going after each other. I'm pretty sure one of them is gonna turn heel at some point in time, and I don't think it's gonna be Rhea. We might get a heel Io, just off the fact of this disqualification moment, which is probably for the best. But Io is so over that it's kind of hard to put her as heel right now, in my personal opinion, because the crowd loves her. So to see her be heel, I'm not saying it's gonna be a bad thing. It's just kind of like, shit, who knows? We might get them both babyface if that match does happen. It's just right now we could tell Charlotte's a heel because nobody likes her. Well, honestly, we don't know if Charlotte's a heel. It's just everybody just doesn't like Charlotte right now. So so it's hard to predict where we're going. The only thing I know for certain that's happening is Jey Uso versus Gunther. Um and Cody Rhodes is kind of up in the air right now. We don't know where we're going with that one. So we shall see at Elimination Chamber as a story starts as a match card for WrestleMania starts to write itself and unfold more after Elimination Chamber, of course. Uh, where are we now? Okay, backstage segment with the War Raiders, interview by I forgot who. War Raiders talk about the respect for JD McDonough after what he suffered during the match and continue on and powering through the match. American Made interrupts. Chad Gable tells War Raiders that his boys, the Creed brothers, will wrestle circles around them. Around the War Raiders, Chad tells his team that and he says that Ivy now. Well, how did that segment go? My bad, guys. Sorry, I'm all over the place. So Chad Gable tells them that the Creed brothers will wrestle circles right around them, and the War Raiders will reply with, "They might wrestle circles right around us, but we will bring a fight to them." So basically telling them if they want to fight, let's do it. And they walk away. Chad tells his team that he's going to go on a quest to learn the dark arts of Lucha Libre. I don't know if that's a little a la to Malachi Black or Aleister Black, whatever he's going to come back. Probably Aleister Black. I don't know if that's a little Easter egg for him, but he's going on a quest to learn the dark arts of Lucha Libre. When he gets back, he wants to crease with Tag Team Gold and Ivory Now with the women's IC title. And the segment comes to a close. And next we got Seth Rollins headed to the ring to address the crowd before a commercial break. Back from break, we get an announcement that AJ Styles is now a part of Monday Night Raw, which is good to see. Which is I actually think AJ should have stayed on SmackDown. But we don't know who got transferred besides Damian Priest. We don't know who else is getting transferred from Raw to SmackDown. So maybe if we find out on SmackDown who got transferred, maybe it'll make more sense. But I kind of did want to see AJ Styles versus Carmelo Hayes because that shit was going to be a banger. That match was going to be a banger, bro, before AJ twisted his ankle or broke his ankle. And you know it was going to be a banger because AJ Styles was about to hit the springboard DDT, bro. Like springboard reverse DDT. I haven't seen him hit that move in so long. And for the fact that he was going to bring it out against Carmelo Hayes, I was going to be like, yo, this is going to be a good one. My son Rose broke his hurt his ankle. It was over. But anyway, yeah, AJ Styles is on Raw. Back to the ring with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is dressed like a cowboy bounty hunter. I have in my notes. He was dressed kind of. I'm kind of over this Seth Rollins a little bit. It's kind of like, all right, can we get a more? I like the Messiah Seth Rollins. This Seth Rollins is cool. He gives me Macho Man kind of vibes, but like the outfits be kind of crazy, and a little too much because I don't. My son was dressed like a cowboy bounty hunter with a turtleneck on. I don't know. Like whoever dressed him gotta chill. Seth addressed the crowd, talks about Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble, congratulates Jey Uso, then talks about CM Punk and how he lost his opportunity to main event, well, his dream of main eventing WrestleMania by getting eliminated by him and Logan by getting eliminated by Logan Paul. Next talks about Roman Reigns being out indefinitely and him being the reason that Roman is hurt. Talks about Roman's past dominance, says Roman's will if given a chance, Roman would have done the same thing to him. Talks about what's next for himself. Talks about qualifying for an Elimination Chamber next week against his match against Finn Balor, needing to win to get to WrestleMania. Then calls out Sami Zayn to the ring. Seth tells Sami to take care of business against CM Punk before the match because literally the match was up next after this. Sami I guess CM Punk, he tells Sammy that he knows that he doesn't like CM Punk, hyping Sammy up to beat CM Punk. Brings up what Punk said about Sammy not being on his level, that he's better than Punk. Seth hyped Sammy before the match, which leads to CM Punk. Before Seth Rollins of course leaves the ring. He's on the ramp, which cues Seth Rollins. CM Punk's music. Punk comes out, makes his way out, and Seth immediately is pissed off, takes off his cowboy hat and his trench coat, and literally makes a beeline for CM Punk. A brief squabble between the two before being separated by officials, and we are headed to the ring for the final match of the night: CM Punk versus Sami Zayn. By the way, I want to say this: EO versus Lib, great match. Sucked that it ended in a disqualification, but it's of course needed because just to tell a story. And also Sami Zayn versus CM Punk, great match as well. If this was a pay-per-view, I already know they would have put on more of a banger, but for a Monday Night Raw, it was pretty much a banger still. Final match of the night: Sami Zayn versus CM Punk. First time ever between these two. Back and forth lockups, slaps, pushing, and chops between both men. Punk focuses on Sammy's left arm during the match. Sammy fights back, hits Punk with a springboard leapfrog, and followed by a clothesline. Sammy continues to beat on Punk with chops and punches into the corner. Punk's responds with a clothesline of his own to take back control in the match. Punk tries to go up top for the elbow, for his elbow drop, but is met by Sami Zayn, who turns the elbow drop attempt into a superplex as we head to the break. Back from break, CM Punk has control, still working on the left arm of Sami Zayn. Takes control, hits CM Punk with a tornado DDT, which looked amazing. Both men try to go for their finishers, but both men counter each other's finishing moves. Sammy is sent to the corner by Punk. Punk tries for a bulldog out of the corner, but is met with a blue thunder bomb by Sami Zayn for a 2 count. Punk continues to work on the left arm of Sami Zayn. Tries for another shoulder tackle. Tries for a shoulder tackle into the corner, but is met by a ring post, which Sammy tries to set up for the hula kick, but it is reversed into a roll up by CM Punk. Punk puts Sammy into the Anaconda Vice grip, which Sammy forces a break. Blah blah blah. Punk in control, hitting knees to Sami Zayn in the corner, goes for another running knee strike, but Sami Zayn tries for his finisher but misses. Punk goes for the GTS but is countered into a small package by Sami Zayn. Back and forth by both men. Punk attempts to but misses. Punk goes for another GTS but is countered into a small package. Back and forth by both. Punk attempts another GTS, countered by Sami Zayn with an exploded suplex into the corner to set up Sami Zayn for his finisher, but is caught into a GTS for the win by CM Punk. Great match between CM Punk and chemistry. Great match and chemistry by CM Punk and Sami Zayn. After the match, Sami Zayn and CM Punk shake hands in the middle of the ring, and then Sami Zayn is attacked by Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens hits the package power driver as we go off the air in this one. And honestly, this Raw was good. Building for we're on the road to WrestleMania, of course. We all know this now. So we're starting to build momentum towards that. Started to build little storylines. That package power driver on to Sami Zayn at the end by Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, I think his eye is shut. But he looked like he got like stitches right here. He just looked crazy. But we might get another Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens at WrestleMania because I don't see where probably most likely either Elimination Chamber or WrestleMania we're getting Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens once again, and I'm all for it. I wish it was for a championship or world championships. Maybe one day we'll get to that point. I think both of them deserved a title run, a world title shot, and a title run, hopefully in the near future. I know it's tough because there's a lot of people, not even a lot. It's really them two that need like a decent title run. Like, and Jay, of course, he's gonna get his this year. If I had to name another person, I want to say this. Shout out to Karrion Kross, bro. Cause even though you're not wrestling, I gotta understand his character. His character is literally like key to every show. Like, I gotta literally watch as like whatever he's saying to anybody is literally just it's to turn them heel. Like, if you understand Cross's character and every person that he comes in contact with, he literally is the person that turns everybody heel. So if you watch it and you ever notice that Drew McIntyre, he affected Drew. Who else he got? I think I can't say Roman. He definitely got Drew. He got Miz. I feel like he got somebody else. He's going to get Sammy, but maybe not because of what happened between him and Kevin Owens. He might get Seth at a point, but I do want to see Karrion Kross. That's another person I feel like needs some type of title reign, some type of momentum, because his character work is amazing. He doesn't get enough credit, and I'm going to give him his flowers for what he does and what he's doing on TV. I just wish he had more time to do matches and be featured as a potential mid-card to in between mid-card and main event slot. I feel like Karrion Kross is definitely a welcome addition. I feel like if you're gonna trade AJ Styles, I think Karrion Kross should be the one to go to SmackDown. Let him thrive. Let him be in that US title scene. Let him thrive as a heel. Let him be with Miz. Hopefully Miz can tap into either 2011 Miz or tap into 2017 Miz with the slick back hair. I would rather that Miz just I'd rather that Miz just because of the hair, because that was it'll fit Cross with him like that. But yeah, if you want to try, I think Cross does deserve more. So shout out to Karrion Kross. But yeah, all in all, we get in a little build up, little stories to tell as we head into WrestleMania season. Which is great to see because yeah, it's time to tell stories. And we don't, and the great part is it's so unpredictable right now that you cannot tell which direction Triple H. Like, Triple H is literally throwing a loop at everything right now. Like, you could kind of tell where he's going, but you can't really officially say anything because it's so many directions that he's booking towards. You could go Charlotte and Rhea. You could go Io and Rhea, or you go Cody and Roman, Cody and Punk, or Cody and Seth, whoever, or Cody and Cena, somebody that wins the elimination chamber, or Cody and Jay, who knows? I highly doubt that one. He for one, the one thing I know for certain, Jay is going after Gunther. I know that for certain. That's a given. Everything else right now, to me, besides maybe Tiffany and Charlotte, because who else are you gonna do for Tiffany? You're not gonna tell. Well, could do Io, but is Tiffany Stratton a heel or a face right now? I don't know. So it's like I said, it's very unpredictable, and I love to see it. I love the position that we are in WWE wise, because we haven't. Even though I've been watching wrestling, well, I can't say that. I didn't stop watching wrestling even when it was bad, like 2017, 2016, 20, when it was bad, like all the way up to Triple H taking over. I think for me personally, I was still keeping up. Like, I know what was going on. I would watch here and there, but I definitely would go on YouTube and watch the highlights because it was just a bad show back then. But now that we're getting actually great storytelling, great booking, it's a must to watch it. Unfortunately, again, I can't watch SmackDown because of me not having. Oh, I had YouTube TV, had to cancel it because gotta cut corners, a little budgeting situation I gotta do. But for the most part. I'm loving the booking of even NXT. Even though I don't watch it, but NXT looks great too. Is it black and gold? No, but for what it is right now, it's good. And and WWE did announce another show, Evolved. I don't know if they bought Evolve Wrestling. The wrestling promotion Evolved and kind of made it to like another way to showcase young talent that's going to NXT. So now we got another show to show the people that's potentially going to NXT. Then we got NXT for the people that's potentially going to the main roster. So we got a system going on here, which is, I mean, I don't think the Evolve show needs to be like anything, but it is what it is. Just to show like the WWID or WWE property talents that they have coming up. It's a good way to show. Well, it is a good way for fans to connect with people early on in their careers, and just establish for the wrestlers to establish a little connection with the fans and their own little fan base before they get to NXT, build off of that, and then go to the main roster. Hopefully they will be more not only ready for the main roster but established more into the WWE fan base or universe or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so all in all, this Monday Night Raw was a good one. Great storytelling. Like I said, shout out to Cross, because he don't get enough credit. But I did enjoy this one. Can't really. I say this was about a about an eight. An eight to me. This is a good show. The women's match between Io and Liv was great. It was a banger to me. Sad that it ended in disqualification. And Sammy versus Punk, we need a part 2 to that. Definitely 100%. A pay-per-view match of that one. That they need to go, if Punk can go, because I know Punk is a little older now. So if we could get Punk a little more, doing his thing, a little more agile and doing his thing, hopefully they could put on another classic. But what they did tonight was just the start of many, hopefully, going down the line. So yeah. And that is it for this Monday Night Raw review for February 3rd, 2025. If you enjoyed this Monday Night Raw review, leave in the comments below what was your favorite part. Who you think is going to wrestle who at WrestleMania. Leave that in the comment as well. Share to friends, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Do your boy a favor. And always, guys, I'm going to tell you this. Keep doing your thing. And also, make it make sense. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.